Welcome to Massive Late Fee. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Massive Late Fee. My name is Mark. With me as always is my fiance, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It's February 14th, 1998. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We watched quite a romantic movie today, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, all about
About Eve.
weddings,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
which is on point for us right now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Well, what timing?
Right?
But yeah, we've had a good week here. Unfortunately, I don't have any news this week, but
Shame on you.
I know, shame on me. I haven't had a lot of time to find some news, but I'm busy boy, planning a wedding and all that,
Right.
However, I do have something for you, Carol.
What you got?
It's another ring. No, it's the massive love. I figured it's Valentine's Day. It's love is in the air. We need to do some massive love.
It is my favorite too.
So let's start with this dude. Good-looking white male, herpes.
What? Are you serious?
Yep. Doesn't say he has it. Just says good-looking white male, herpes, 6'2", student, seeks attractive W/A/BF, so white, Asian, or black male. Female, 19 to 35 for friendship, possibly more. Possibly a shared Valtrex prescription.
Right? Wow. That is so weird.
I guess be upfront about it,
Yeah, but really, is anybody going to respond to that?
I don't know.
Only other people with herpes, I guess.
Right. He is very much cleaving his prospects there.
Yeah. But that's the responsible thing to do, I guess.
How about this? Here's some alliteration for you, Carol. Candles, conversation, cuddling can be contagious. Let's light the candle. You, a slender white female. Me, a cantankerous old white male.
Oh, jeez.
50 plus.
No. Cantankerous.
Yeah, is this a lighthouse keeper that's left this message here? I don't understand.
Yeah, what is wrong with this dude?
He sounds like he's a character from a fucking Charles Dickens novel or something.
Who describes themselves that way and then expects to get, young women?
I don't know. You, a slender white female. Wow. Love it, though. Buxom, young, hot, married white female seeking attractive straight white male, 20 to 38, for fun with straight husband.
Okay.
I've got some bad news for you, darling.
Wow.
You either accidentally wrote M when you meant F, or your husband's not quite as straight as he thinks. And I love it. She describes herself. Why? Buxom, young, hot,
Why not?
married white female.
She thinks she's the treat to get the other straight guy into this menage a trois.
I guess. Oh, my God.
It's possible that, this is her fantasy that her husband's fulfilling, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose.
But unlikely.
That's always if that's really what it is, if it's the male, female, male threesome and both guys are straight. That's it's always a difficult one.
Is
It's
it?
a difficult animal to maneuver there.
You have some experience with that one?
No, I don't. But I never have had a multiple experience with another man. But like, where are you gonna look? Where are you gonna go? There's only so much room.
It does sound like a complicated puzzle to
I
solve.
feel like if that ever happened, like if I would just like be in the bedroom, right? It'd be one of those situations where I just have to look at the guy and be like, "This town ain't big enough for the two of us." Like it's like one of those situations.
Wow.
You might go in there very well intended, but it just wouldn't happen. Oh my goodness. Attractive white married couple seeking fun and excitement with couple or single/married by female. Discretion is a must. Clean and non-pushy only.
Non-pushy. Wow.
So that sounds like they've had an experience in the past
Yeah.
with a pushy by female.
Pushy.
Well, what do you think?
I'm just trying to think about what situation brought that out,
Yeah, pushiness. A very pushy situation.
Was she directing traffic in the bedroom? Like, what was going on?
Irish, single, white, Christian, female, 23, medium build, spontaneous, outgoing, enjoys hiking, camping, walks, seeks single/divorced white male, 25 to 33, same interests, for long term, kids, okay. Interesting. She's 23, and she's saying that, it's all right if you have kids.
Yeah,
And you're 30, well, but you have to be, okay, so I see what she's doing. He has to be older, 25 to 33, but no more than 10 years older.
yeah, she wants somebody who's going to take care of her, and she realizes that may involve them already having children.
And then she says Irish to start. Is she just preparing you for the red hair? I don't know exactly why. What does that mean?
Well, maybe
Or is she really Irish?
Yeah.
Is she from Ireland?
maybe she is.
I'm a fiery lassie.
It is really difficult to imagine that coming out of a woman. Because you sound like you're sitting in an Irish pub like an old dude, like
I sound cantankerous.
Yeah. Over your pint.
Urban bushwoman
Ooh.
who likes Ozzy seeks single white/H male Hispanic single white/Hispanic male, I guess. 23 to 27.
That's pretty specific.
a very tight range.
Yeah.
Must like live music, movies, and full-figured woman for friendship and possibly more. What is an urban bushwoman?
I do not know. That is weird. I mean, like, it draws images to the mind.
It does.
I don't think they're intended.
It draws a specific image of Demi Moore. in
Right?
A naked spread.
I don't know. Did she say she's black?
No. She just said urban bushwoman. I don't know. Does
What
urban
the fuck does that mean?
does urban mean you're black? I don't understand. And then she says, "Who likes Ozzy?" Like, is that? I mean, I assume you're talking about Ozzy Osbourne and not Ozzy from Ozzy Harriet. But I don't understand what that means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, okay, she's just letting you know she's into, like, heavy metal, I guess, or whatever.
I guess.
But he's heavy
Mental
metal, right?
wounds not healing. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
Well, single white female, 49, who lives in Toledo, Ohio.
Why are you in the Detroit paper, you weirdo?
Ouch. Is interested in meeting single white male. I like the simple things like cuddling. Oh, I have a cantankerous person for you. Ma'am.
Right?
Call. Can we make this work? Question mark.
Wow.
I don't know.
Can we make this work?
And then one more, Carol.
Okay.
All beautiful chocolate queens are recently freed from 9 years of captivity.
What the fuck?
Chocolate conscious king is in need of a queen.
What the fuck?
Now, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I assume. Now he says he's chocolate conscious. So I assume. I assume he's saying he's black too.
Maybe. But he's not saying he's chocolate. He's saying he's chocolate conscious.
Yeah, I don't understand.
What
that.
does that mean?
I don't know what that means. This is for all the beautiful chocolate queens out there. But here's the thing: if you're not black, and you're saying you're recently freed from 9 years of captivity, it's not a good look, dude. And if you are black, it's still not a great look.
Well, I mean, I think he's probably saying he's divorced.
Well, obviously, yes. Obviously, he's talking about a relationship. But, you know, when you're mentioning the chocolate people and
Jesus Christ.
and captivity in the same breath, one doesn't naturally turn towards romance. One's mind
True.
turns towards some other sins of this nation.
That is true. I don't know, like this whole session here has made me concerned about people's ability to communicate. I mean, like,
Yeah.
they can't say who they are or what they're looking for. Everybody's trying to talk in fucking riddles. Like, no wonder they can't find each other.
Right, exactly.
It's like you know, with the maps and the
Oh, I was going to say Mad Libs, but
no, like a treasure hunt, but not a treasure hunt. Help me.
it's more fun to not help you. Scavenger hunt
Yes.
is what you're thinking of.
Scavenger hunt. Figure out these riddles.
If anybody wanted to know what it sounded like, a live cry for help, that's what it was.
Shut up. I love you.
Oh my
Happy
goodness.
Valentine's Day.
You too. Happy Valentine's Day. Without the mean thing, though.
Without the shut up.
Oh, but speaking of shut up, baby, just you shut your mouth. As a song featured, China Girl. In this movie that we saw,
Yeah?
The Wedding Singer. Adam Sandler's The Wedding Singer. Now, we've done some other Adam Sandler movies in the past.
Adam Sandy.
Good old Adam Sandy. That's what his name would have been if he would have become a weatherman. It's Adam Sandy with the action weather. Anyway, so we've done some movies of his in the past. I believe we did Billy Madison
Yep.
and Happy Gilmore.
Yep.
And I have not... I mean, I've been pretty vocal about my not liking a lot of the stuff he's done.
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live, I never thought he was that funny. The Opera Man thing, and I mean, like, he didn't do a whole lot of funny skits or bits. It was just I'm gonna sing and stuff. He did release a tape that I thought was kind of funny.
Okay. The Hanukkah one?
No, a comedy tape.
Yeah, but like, would they have the Hanukkah song on it?
I think on the Hanukkah.
Because I've heard a comedy tape by him that was like Lunch Ladyland.
Yes, yeah, you're right. That's the one.
Yeah, that's good. Yes.
But I haven't been a big fan of a lot of his movie work.
Mm-hmm.
His comedy is... I understand why it's popular with a certain demographic of people that are under a certain age, and we're a different age or older. and it just hasn't been for me, right? Mm-hmm. This is a good movie.
Yeah, I was shocked. I went in expecting, a flaming pile of garbage because it's Adam Sandler. Now,
Wow.
I mean, my hopes were a little bit higher because of Drew Barrymore, but still.
Can I tell you something? They have palpable chemistry on screen.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think like they want to have sex with each other or whatever, but like, I mean, who knows? But they're really good together. They
Yes.
work off each other very well.
And he is a better actor than I realized.
I mean, yeah, he's fine.
I mean, like, he can act like a person and not a character. I can never say that
Caricature.
freaking word. Yeah. Which I didn't expect.
I mean, there were a couple Adam Sandler moments.
Sure.
In this movie, like
He is the star, so.
when I mean, his big thing is to like, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna talk like this. Like he does that a lot, where he starts off real light and stuff, and he did that a couple times. Where
Yeah.
he's like, when his fiance leaves him at the altar. By the way, this is like a cautionary tale. I hope you don't leave me at the altar.
Well, I hope you don't leave me at the altar.
Well, the guy didn't do it in this movie. The girl did.
But it happens either way. I'm just saying that's a frightening thing. But
You
I would
should-
never
you should
do
be
that.
afraid that I don't cheat on you with every fucking
Right?
woman I can find in a very open way.
Should I? Should I be
talk about
afraid
it
of
out
that?
loud.
Is
No.
that what you're trying
No,
to tell me?
No, I'm just saying that's the behavior of the guy.
Watch how you say things, sir.
All of a sudden, now that we're engaged, I have to watch how I say things. It begins.
Oh, jeez.
But no, so after he gets left at the altar, and the girl comes back, and he does the whole like, once again, things that could have been yesterday. And he's like starts screaming and everything. That's one of them. And then when he does the first wedding after he's been broken up with, when he's like, who lifted you? He's like always with the funny voice and stuff. But he doesn't have a bad voice, a bad singing voice. He should just sing like his regular voice
Yeah, I agree.
more often than doing the silly thing. Because you can be funny, but when you sing, be sincere. It's better. It sounds better.
I agree. Either way, like he can be him, and him is weird.
Yeah, that's true.
It was nice to experience the more normal version.
So, one thing that, everyone that knows me, all of you out there, my friends, knows that I'm a big fan of the 1980s. So, this is dripping with 1980s nostalgia.
Yes.
There are a ton of references. Who Shot JR, the donuts guy, the Dunkin' Donuts guy.
Time to make the donuts.
Right. I'm trying to think some of the other ones. That Rubik's Cube they throw in there. A lot of them feel shoved in, but it's a comedy, so it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like they're tiny little bits, like how she's like, no one will ever solve this, and throws away the Rubik's Cube and all that stuff. But yeah, it's funny because Drew Barrymore, who was a child 80s star, is in the movie. I wonder if that's intentional.
Well, I think it's intentional that Drew Barrymore is amazing. Like, they don't need another reason.
No, I know. I'm wondering if that's because I don't. As far as I know, they don't have her and Adam Sandler don't have a previous relationship or whatever. So like friendship or anything like that. So I would assume that she auditioned for this, or they were actively looking for someone. And I wonder if they had the idea of like, hey, what about Drew Barrymore? Because 80s,
Maybe.
I don't know.
What did she do in the 80s? Like, E.T.?
E.T.
Is that it?
Irreconcilable differences. She divorces her parents.
Okay.
Fire starter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were several then. Okay.
Yeah, she was a working actress. Playing her mom is Christina Pickles. I was so excited to see Christina Pickles, don't you?
No. I think that's a ridiculous name.
Sorry. Christina Pickles starred in a little show in the 80s. It's another thing, too. Maybe they went after her because she was in the 80s, too.
Okay.
But, yeah, she starred in a little show in the 80s called St. Elsewhere.
Oh, no. It's Valentine's Day. How can you do this to me on Valentine's Day? And he's dancing. Come on now.
William Daniels.
Oh, Jesus.
She
Help me.
was
I agreed to the rest of my life with this man.
she was a nurse. But it's a breezy movie. It's about a little over an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
Fairly simple story. Guy sings at weddings. Guy loves David Lee Roth, like I do. Guy gets engaged because his parents die when he's 10 years old and wants a
Yeah, I don't know why
a family.
I don't know why they had to have that backstory to be like, this is why he wants to get married. Can't he just want to get married because he's like the right age to want to get married?
No.
Got to make him an orphan. And then people are mean and shove that in his face on more than one occasion.
Yeah, I know, that is weird, right? But anyway, so she leaves him at the altar because he's just a wedding singer.
Just a wedding singer.
Yeah.
You should never marry anybody who you think is just anything.
That's right.
That's bullshit. That poor guy.
I know. Robbie Hart.
What a name.
Yeah. And what's her name? Julia... I don't know, Hart, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, she wanted it to be Hart. It was going to be Julia Gulia if she married the guy.
That was funny.
Ugh, what an awful name.
There's a couple times where he's like Adam Sandler. So Adam Sandler, to me, no offense, Mr. Sandler, but doesn't have the greatest comic timing in the world. But there are a couple instances where his comic timing is pretty decent. Where like he says, if you get married, Julia's name's going to be Julia Gulia. That's funny. And he's like, why is it funny? He's like, I don't know. But so there's a few instances like that. Most of the time, people find him funny because of the antics, but not necessarily the comic timing. You know, he's not a sharp comedian.
Okay, sure.
This is not just a bash on Adam Sandler because he made a good movie that I really like.
I was wondering, like, because I thought you had positive vibes, but
I do. I liked this movie a lot. So, what did you think? What were some of your favorites?
well, like you already mentioned, the chemistry between him and Drew Barrymore was amazing.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm trying to like think about what was like struck me. I mean, it was just like a fun ride.
Yeah. Like riding in that limo with that dude.
What?
His friend, the limo driver.
Oh yeah, that was stupid. I didn't like that.
What I want to know is why is everyone in this town? Why is their livelihood tied to this fucking banquet center?
That's a good question. Yeah, everyone in his life is. Yeah.
It's like a church, but it's a banquet center. It's in the center of the town. It takes up everything.
So I mean, like he found out that Julia's fiance was cheating on
Glenn.
her, and he didn't tell her.
Here's how he found out. Glenn tells him. This is the most ridiculous thing in the world. They've been. Julia and Robbie have been going out, planning the wedding, becoming very good friends and stuff like that. And Glenn knows this. Mm-hmm. And then they're alone at the bar drinking and stuff like that. And Robbie's like, just kind of egging him on a little bit about other women and stuff like that.
Because he comments on someone's ass. I mean, he does start the conversation.
Right. But... he's trying to get it out of him, right? And then Glenn's just like, oh, yeah, I cheat all the time.
Yeah.
They're not friends.
Right.
He's friends with his fiance. Why on earth would he admit this?
I know, it made no sense. I mean, he was probably drunk or whatever, but I think honestly, he's proud of it, and that was him bragging more than anything.
I do think he's proud of it, and I agree with all that, but I don't know why. Like, is he just that dumb? He just thinks Robbie's not going to tell her? Which he doesn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, that would be the first. I'd be like, excuse me, gotta go to the bathroom. Zoom. Like, go find and tell her right then. Although she was really drunk. So
yeah,
maybe not
I would
the best
have told
time.
her the next day. And he brought the jacket back. But, after he kissed her. But, it's weird, though, because it's a difficult situation. So he finds this out, and he doesn't think it's his place to tell her.
Well, he has a guilty conscience because he likes her.
Yeah, he knows that I think he's afraid of what his motivations are.
Mm-hmm.
He's afraid he has unpure motivations to tell her.
Which he did.
I mean,
Kinda.
sort of.
But that's okay sometimes. I mean, like, you can still do good and be selfish at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes.
Yeah, not always, of course.
I selfishly wanted to take you off the market for other guys.
Aw,
So that's good, right?
that's very good. The cats are trying to break in again.
But there's another scene where he comes out of the bar and Glenn's there with all his buddies and a bunch of women. Mm-hmm. And
Two of them hanging on him.
They live in a small town.
Yeah, he's not being very discreet.
Not at all.
Not clean or discreet.
No. He would not make the Lonely Hearts Gang.
No.
But when he tells the story, when Robbie tells the story about like what went wrong with Linda, that was her name,
Mm-hmm.
and he talks about flying in a helicopter over the Grand Canyon and not having the window seat or whatever, and then go ahead, you can get him. I know you want to.
I can't.
She is horribly distracted by these cats trying to get into the room. Get in here, you little dick. But anyway, so he tells that story, and then later Glenn does the same thing where he's like, "Oh, you can lean over me to see the lights of Las Vegas."
I hate that aisle because I get bumped all the time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Glenn. But anyway, so what do you think about that? What do you think about the idea that little things like that? And
absolutely.
It's a very specific story, but
I absolutely agree. Like, I used to say when I was, younger and I had very little experience, but I still think the general point is true, that the most romantic thing ever was when I was sick and a guy brought me cough medicine.
Wow.
It's like, little caring gestures that matter. Doing things to, make somebody's life just a little bit better.
What's the most romantic thing I've ever done?
You gave me a beautiful ring and asked me to be your wife.
Okay, he wants to go see you.
Hi, kitty. Okay, hello.
But anyway, so I don't know. I'll bring you cough medicine, I guess. I want to make that list of the most romantic things.
You have.
Okay. But no, I agree too. Like I said, it's a weirdly specific story. It seems like something that maybe happened to Adam Sandler or the writer or somebody.
Yeah, maybe.
But it is that, like, the fact that she didn't let him have the window, it shows that, she's not thinking about him. There's a selfishness in that kind of behavior. So I think I liked that, the shorthand of that, how it made perfect sense. What'd you think about Billy Idol being shoved into the end of the movie? For, like, the fact that he's Billy Idol has almost no impact on the story except for the fact that he was like, "Oh, I'm going to tell these record guys about you."
I think that maybe he's friends with Adam Sandler. Are you serious, cat, right now? Like, I let the cat in the room, and now he's digging a hole in the floor. Anyway, stop it.
All right, we need to stay focused, ADHD.
Sorry. But no, I think he was just a friend and they wanted to get him in there or something. Like, they obviously had easy access to him to get him in the movie.
Do you need easy access to Billy Idol? Call Adam Sandler.
It just added
It sounds like a pamphlet you'd be handed to out on the street in Vegas.
It just added a little bit of comedy, I think.
But it's 80s nostalgia because he's an 80s dude.
True.
I mean, I assume that's the reason he was in the movie.
So you don't think that he's friends with Adam Sandler?
No, probably not.
All right, whatever.
I don't think Adam Sandler has easy access to him. This town's not big enough for the two of us. It would have been. I think it would have had more impact if it was David Lee Roth. They mentioned David Lee Roth a couple times.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe they tried to get David Lee Roth, and he was like, "Whoa, scuba about no."
What in the hell happened?
That's a lot of, I love David Lee Roth, but that's a lot of David Lee Roth singing, you know.
Do you think at the end when they got married that they used her wedding that they planned together? Because that should have been, and they should have made that fucking clear. That would have been awesome.
Oh, that would have been hilarious, actually.
Because it was supposed to be like the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that'd be a little fast.
That's the other thing too. They've known each other for a while at this point. They've built a relationship.
Yeah.
Although they haven't slept together, so I don't. You know, who knows? Maybe Robbie Hart has a weird dick. You got to know that shit before you get married.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she would still marry him.
Oh, okay.
Don't you?
Maybe. I don't know. It depends how weird it was. What if it looked exactly like Glenn?
Ew.
No, I mean like short and thick.
Jesus.
So that's what Glenn looked like. No. Anyway, it was kind of ridiculous because she gets all angry and stuff like that, right? About Robbie and then she wants to confess her love and she sees Linda in the Van Halen t-shirt and she gets all upset. And she goes to Glenn and she's like, "Let's go to Las Vegas. Let's fuck this big wedding. Let's go to Las Vegas." Now, I thought to myself, wow, you know, the wedding's got to be close. They said it was like a week away or whatever, right? A few scenes ago. And then it's revealed that the wedding is the next day.
Yeah, I mean, they would have literally lost all the money. Like, you don't get deposits back, canceling the day before.
I mean, Glenn's apparently rich and everything, so I doubt he really cares that much. But, like, why? Why? Just wait a day.
Yeah.
I understand you're upset and shit. Just wait a day.
Right.
And lashing out and marrying someone's rarely the right decision.
Right? Yeah, let me get married to you because I just want to...
Because of spite.
She wanted to take away her options. I mean, really, I
Yeah.
think that was more than anything. She was just like, well, fuck this. I was going to not marry him, but look at the alternative. So let's just marry him and make it final.
Exactly. But yeah, so that's ridiculous. But it would have been hilarious if they would have just said, if it was the next day or something like that, like on the screen, and they're getting married.
I mean, like they planned that wedding together
They did.
because that's how much of a checked out dick that her fiance was. That didn't even want to help.
That would have been a good comedy moment if it had been like a banner that said Glenn and Julia, and Glenn was like crossed out and Robbie was written above it.
Yes.
Would have been a funny comedy moment. I think that's a wasted opportunity.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, they should hire me to write with them.
Even though I came up with this.
I came up with it.
How about you came up with the idea that they used the wedding? I came up with all the funny bits.
That is kind of how we work, isn't it? I'm the broad strokes.
And I'm the fine detail. Yeah, they should hire us as a comedy team.
Yeah.
Next movie, you're doing Adam Sandler. Whatever it is.
Let us know.
Hire us.
We got you. No wasted opportunities here.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was very good. I can't say enough. It's the story is very sweet. The acting and the chemistry's on point. The directing is serviceable. It's not like, here's the thing. That sounds like a backhanded compliment, but it's the dude that made this. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he's obviously not an auteur, but very, very competent directing.
Yeah.
There's no like nothing bad here. And you don't want like, you wouldn't want a Stanley Kubrick to direct this
No.
movie. That would not work at all. You don't want someone like that to direct a movie like this.
No.
But I like the color of it and everything. I thought was great because it's
80s. It's bright.
It's 80s bright, vibrant color infusing the entire all the sets. Like her walls are like very yellow and it's all everything's very bright.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's light and fluffy and fun and it's not a thinker, but it's definitely enjoyable.
And a great soundtrack.
Yes.
If you like 80s songs.
Oh my god.
Excellent soundtrack.
I was afraid you were going to start singing in the middle of the movie theater. You were getting so excited over there.
And Adam Sandler's songs are good too. The songs that he wrote for the movie are also very good.
Agreed. Yeah, I'll definitely be buying the soundtrack.
Yeah, for sure. But that is the episode, Carol.
All right, so you can write us at latefee1994 at AOL.com. Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yes.
And share the tapes with your friends.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.